Hello to everybody. This is Dr. Nazimpour. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Simple Answer to Complex Question. Today's topic is a very wonderful and exciting topic. I think it's benefiting all of us. It's another dimension that I want to introduce to you. Then the topic is personal achievement with moral responsibility. We all are very much educated about how to achieve through the school, through the work setting, in a family setting, in almost any setting, religious setting. They teach us that what we need to do to achieve. And yes, that's one of the major goals of life, that we want to be successful in what we do. We want to be somebody productive and useful to the society, and definitely we want to feel confident about what we achieve. But that's the reason that a lot of people are emphasizing and focusing on the ways to achieve. Doing is become the way of life. And in majority of human societies, and especially in Western societies, we focus on doing. And that's the reason that we do, and we want to achieve. And of course, the reward is there because people look at us as somebody that is highly successful, and then they feel good. But we want to really include moral responsibility in our journey of achievement. Why moral responsibility is important? Moral responsibility is important because when we are at that journey of successful life, moral responsibility is going to teach us include other people. See how your level of achievement is going to impact other people and affecting other people, and definitely affecting the closest people to you, affecting broader perspective of life and society. Depends on what type of the job we have. Our achievement and the way we achieve and how we achieve, what method of achievement we choose, is going to impact sometimes millions of people. So we need to include moral responsibility. We need to give it a meaning. Our achievement should have a level of meaningful purpose. When the meaningful purpose comes to the level of achievement, then we're going to really impact people in a profound way. And the benefit is going to be much, much higher, and people will benefit from our achievement. It's not going to be just me. And that's the reason that we want to include the moral responsibility in our journey of achievement. The next thing I want to really introduce you is hierarchy of confidence. In our society, they teach us that you got to go higher and higher and higher in level of achievement. We are encouraged to have highest degree, highest level of wealth that we can accumulate, and definitely the power become the main source of our success. And of course, we want to have that highest level of the achievement. We want to have that degree that is highest to the level that it is. We want to really accumulate wealth. None of them is bad thing, is a wonderful thing. But again, sometimes it's become the issue that people who do not have that high degree, and they are not somebody that we consider successful in their academic achievement, or people who are not really making a lot of money, they feel bad and they don't feel good about what they do. And we want to take that away from our culture. We want to make sure that the hierarchy of the confidence is what we want to focus on. It's not about your degree. Of course, it's important. Whoever can achieve and have a higher degree, great. It's wonderful. We need to value them. We need to respect them, as well as people who are capable and able to be successful in their business, and yes, accumulate a lot of wealth. That's what they work for. All we're asking them, mix it with the moral responsibility. And also in the hierarchy of confidence, we're asking everybody, just do the best in what you do. Your confidence should not come from what probably the society dictates sometimes to us, that if you don't have such a degree or if you don't have such amount of wealth, that you're not successful, and we feel bad and we don't feel confident. Be a best teacher, be a best plumber, and feel good about what you do. And do the best with the moral values and moral responsibility. And that's the confidence that we need to achieve and we need to have and build in our life. It means that everybody can feel good. We all can feel good about what we do if we do the best at what we do and feel confident about what we do. The next thing I want to really introduce to you is that power versus success. Being successful with the confidence is wonderful. That's the goal of life. Be confident and feel successful in anything that you do and be the best of what you do. When we are going to that power-based success, then the ego comes to the existence and it starts guiding us. When the ego starts guiding us, then the corruption comes next. Then we become immoral, unethical in our journey of being successful. That's the reason that we see that some people who are in a high bracket of society, they are successful. In our eyes, we know that we admire them even for their level of success. But also on the other side, we see a portion of those population, those successful people, they are also immoral and unethical in the journey and practicing what they do. Because their success is based on power and me. Their level of success is almost empty from moral responsibilities. That's the reason they choose almost any kind of a tools and means to be successful. That's the reason that what they do, the practices become immoral, unethical, sometimes illegal. And yes, it will damage other people. To them, being successful and being powerful is the only thing they think about. Out of that mentality in business or any other journey that we take, narcissistic personality is going to come out. People who are narcissistic in their journey of life because it's all about them. And some of them are very successful, and that's wonderful as long as they exercise moral responsibility. Next topic I want to really bring out that is so important: moral responsibility versus comfort. Sometimes we are going to be uncomfortable in what we do. Sometimes we are not going to have joy and even happiness in what we do. But as long as what we do is morally responsible and we care about other people, that is going to be much more important. Happiness will come if we combine success and moral responsibility. By the end of the day, it's going to come together if we combine it. But sometimes you go to work, you might not like your job, you might not necessarily like your boss. Yes, you're doing a good job, you're doing a wonderful job. And why you do that wonderful job and good job? Because you really want to be morally right and you want to, produce the best that you can produce. And because you are supporting yourself, you're supporting your family. That's the moral responsibility. That's the reason sometimes we go to work and we might not be happy about the job or the hours that we are performing that job. But because of our moral responsibility towards our family, towards the people we love, towards the society we care about, then we continue working. Yes, we find other ways that hopefully we be joyful and happy and cheerful while we're doing what we love to do. When raising a family is another example. Sometimes raising a wonderful family in a culture and a society that we're living, that's become difficult. We need to spend a lot of time. We need to educate ourselves. We need to make sure our children are raised in the best way possible so they become morally responsible and confident individuals in future. That's not going to be comfortable sometimes. Sometimes we're going to have a difficult time. Sometimes we might be stressed out. That's all right. Of course, we don't want to be stressed out every day and many months and many years of our life. We're going to find a way to balance our life, as we discussed, in previous episodes. But overall, I want to kind of, clarify this topic that moral responsibility is important. That's the reason that we do what we need to do to make sure that people we are responsible for them, they're going to achieve the goal that they should achieve. And an example of family is one of them. You want to make sure that your spouse is comfortable. You want to make sure that your spouse is feeling good about being in a relationship with you. Sometimes you have to work hard. Sometimes you have to provide for that spouse. Sometimes you need to get out and do what you need to do. But again, morally, of course. But it's going to be uncomfortable. Hopefully not for a long time. So that's another thing we want to really make sure that we put that in our calculation of moral responsibility and personal achievement. What are the indicators of this success? What things we should include in journey of being successful? Let's kind of outline all of those things that we value in everybody we consider to be successful. We value intelligent people. We value people with high IQ. And that's a relative topic. We all have good IQ. There are a very small portion of population, they're genius, and we value them, of course. But majority of people, they have good IQ. But so overall, we value people who are intelligent. And of course, we value, the next thing that we value, emotional intelligence. We want people to be emotionally intelligent, know how to manage the emotion, know how to process the emotion, consider other people in expression of their emotion. And we value people who have the level of wisdom and kindness. Next one that we want to also very much care about and emphasize on it as a third indications of a successful person is self-awareness, self-consciousness. Be conscious of who you are. Be conscious of what you do. Be in touch with yourself. We're always pointing out the self-awareness as such an important point that we need to, in any journey that we take, include that self-awareness. Be in touch with yourself. Have a high level of self-evaluation of what you do or how you do. And that's going to be important indications and indicators of being successful. People who have self-awareness and they have self-consciousness, they're going to be much more successful in the journey that they take. And we respect them. We want them to have that indications. Also, the fourth one is, as we talked about it before, moral values. Being successful gotta be mixed with the moral values. When you have moral values, then you care about other people. Then you care about yourself. Then you care about your family. Then you care about the outcome of your success and being successful and what you do for other people. It's not a power base. And of course, the fifth one is hard work. No matter what we do, we need to work hard. Working hard is so important. In anything that we do, we need to put that very important factor as one of the priorities. It doesn't mean that we exhaust ourselves. We still need to rest and relax and spend time with ourselves and the family and friends and people that we love. And we definitely have the self-care, but hard work is important. Without hard work, there's no way around it. So we need to put that also as one of the priorities. Number 6, everything that we do as a successful person, we should think about other people. Always include other people. When you care about other people and including other people in your journey of successful life that you're living, you're going to make a lot of people feel good. And you're going to have a much higher level of joyfulness and happiness. When it's all about you, I don't think that ultimately you're going to be happy. in a delusional way, we feel happy, we feel high in a sense, but we are not really feeling deeply happy and joyful when we are excluding other people. We need to include other people. And that's important indicators of being successful. Ultimately, the message is that be the best in what you do. Do the job in a way that makes sure that your performance is going to be the highest quality performance. There's no shortcut. Don't go through the shortcut. Don't go through the how much you're going to make. Of course, you're going to make the money that you deserve to make. Whatever you do, whatever job you have, be the best of it. Do the best. And make sure that when you leave that job, whoever is going to check that job is going to be satisfied, is going to be happy, and that's the way it's good for the business also. When we do a lousy job, when you go through the shortcuts, when you are not going to the details, when we don't care about people that we work for them, then of course we're not going to do the good job. Our mind is somewhere else. Our mind is, counting dollars or money. Be the best, do the best, go to the hierarchy of confidence. Don't let the power guide you. You're going to be powerful anyway if you're successful and follow all this, element that I outlined for you. And absolutely moral responsibility is going to be highlight of what we do, and it's going to be the indications of successful person, successful society. When you see groups of people, governmental agency, or even the government as a broad entity, when you see that they morally are declining, they're not caring about their own people, the corruption comes. And that's the reason that people start being not happy and satisfied. So moral responsibility should be included in the journey of being successful from individual level to social level to political level or any other level. Take care, and I'm thankful that you are continuing watching our channel, and I invite you back for another wonderful episode. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.